Right to the point, I think everyone should go see The Hate U Give. I think that even the conservative party can understand why this movie is important after just the first scene. The first scene is an African American father sitting down his son and daughter, no older than the age of 10, his wife holding their infant brother opposite the table. There's a silence and it's brought on by tension. The reason it's tense is because he's telling them what they're going to need to do when they're pulled over by a police officer. He stresses that their hands should remain on the dashboard where the cops can see them, and that they shouldn't argue, and if they drop something, just forget about it. It doesn't exist anymore. I don't know about you, but I can't imagine hearing that at the age of 8, and I can't imagine telling my 8-year-old daughter something like that. This movie has been in theaters for about a month. It's still important to see it, and maybe go see it twice. Yes, it's good to see a different perspective, but it's also imperative that we see this film succeeds. Because if this film succeeds, then the producers will see that people want to see this movie. Like it'll make a lot of money, and producers will say, "Hey, if we make more movies like this, we'll make even more money." And yeah, that's a dumb way to go about it, but that's how it works. And if more movies get made like this, then we'll see more movies with the most accurate portrayal of a predominantly white community that I've ever seen. We'll get more films that'll fill you with that much more passion every time you think you're about to cool down. And we'll also just, frankly, get more good movies. I'm uploading this to YouTube, and I'm also uploading it to Facebook with a link to the YouTube video so that you can share this any way you can, or if you have a better way of doing so, if you can get the word out better than do it that way, just make sure that people go see this movie. Tell people about the movie when you just meet them, or like maybe someone you know, share it on Facebook, like message people. Take someone to go see the movie yourself if you need to. If you're seeing this and you're in the Dalles, then we only have about a week left of this movie because our theater is a small theater. It can't afford to keep it for very long. And they have it in the smallest theater because they don't think it's going to do very well. And that's reasonable given the kind of community that we live in, but I think we should try to prove them wrong. And if we can keep it in the Dalles longer, more people will get a chance to see it, more people will be able to help fund any other projects like this by seeing how much money something this groundbreaking can do.